ready. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. We are here with the season finale of House of the Dragon. It has been 9 consecutive weeks, going on 10 today, that we have enjoyed some great TV. Game of Thrones is back in a very good way, and I'm loving it. So, without no further ado, we're gonna jump into the final episode of season 1 of House of the Dragon. Man, oh man, I know they're gonna bring it for this one, because Rhaenyra hears about what's going on in King's Landing. She is not gonna be happy, bruh, and she's gonna bring the heat. So let's go. I also heard that there's a bunch of dragons about to make their debut appearance in this episode, so I'm looking forward to it, of course. Man, it has been a journey. I ended up watching the trailer for there's 2 trailers. There's one that usually comes out like right after the episode airs, and one that like midweek they put it out. So I ended up seeing those 2 trailers of what possibly could be happening. I still couldn't make out what's really gonna happen, but I heard there's gonna be a lot of dragons in this episode. So we'll see what happens. Let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review. Let's go.
Good morrow, Princess.
Good morrow, Sir Laurent.
Princess Rhaenys has just arrived on Dragonback. She urgently requests an audience with you and Prince Daemon.
Yeah, bad news. Somebody took your throne.
Princess Rhaenys, might we hope for news of Lord Corlys's recovery?
Viserys is dead. There is more. Aegon has been crowned as his successor.
Alicent demanded you declare for Aegon.
She did. I refused her.
And yet you are alive.
Witnessed it myself just before I fled on Meleys.
They crowned him before the masses.
So that the masses would see him as their rightful king.
That whore of a queen murdered my brother and stole his throne, and you could have done more for it.
What is like to be fought over this treachery, to be sure. But that war is not mine to begin. I only rush this warning to you out of loyalty to my husband and to my house. You should leave Dragonstone at once.
Oh damn, this is getting that's not good, because she pregnant, she getting all this news. It's stressful, man.
Our term is far from complete. This should not be happening.
It is fucking happening.
We've done this 5 times before. Keep your spirit in the sea.
She's had 5 kids?
Get off, get off, get off!
She had 3 bastards, and yeah, this is her 5th kid. I mean, her 6th kid, because she has 2 for Daemon.
It will be by stealth, not directly. We don't have enough men to surround the island, but we can make ourselves appear stronger than they are. Waste no time.
It will be done, my prince.
Aegon has been crowned king.
What is to be done about it?
Nothing yet.
And where is Daemon?
I don't know. Gone to madness. Jacaerys! Whatever claim remains to me, you are now its heir. Naught is to be done but by my command.
Oh no, Daemon is ready to go. Not even going to try to see if she's okay.
I'll fly to the Riverlands myself and affirm Lord Tully's support.
You will do no such thing. Mother has decreed no action be taken while she's abed.
It's good you're here. young prince. You're needed to patrol the skies on Virmax.
Did you hear what I said?
Come with me. I'll show you the true meaning of loyalty. Do you recall who King Viserys named as his heir before his death?
Princess Rhaenyra.
So I'm presenting you with a choice. Swear anew your oath to Rhaenyra as your queen. To Prince Viserys as the heir to the Iron Throne. Or, if you support the usurper, speak it now. And you will have a clean and honorable death. Swear fealty now only.
This is the true meaning of loyalty, my guy. You force them. This is like,
know that you will die.
If you don't want to die, you're not gonna tell them that.
Screaming.
Yo, she is taking him out herself. Stillborn, dude. Bro, this is too much. This is too much, HBO. This is this is too much, bruh. I've seen some gross stuff on TV, bruh, but there's just certain stuff that is just unnecessary to show on TV. You know what I'm saying? And more than likely, she's gonna blame them for this. More than likely. I mean
no harm, brothers.
Yeah, he's the one that was trying to get Rhaenys out.
I swear to ward the Queen with all my strength.
Oh wow, you
give
stole
my
the
blood for
crown.
hers.
Yes, okay.
The no children. I shall guard her secrets. Obey her commands. Ride at her side and defend her name and honor.
In my opinion, you brought the crown and they're placing it on her head. This means nothing. At least to me, it doesn't mean anything. Until you go and you take the throne that belongs to you and everybody recognizes this, it means nothing.
What is our standing?
We have 30 knights, 100 crossbowmen, and 300 men-at-arms. Dragonstone is relatively easy to defend, but as an instrument of conquest, our army leaves a lot to be desired.
There has never lived a Stark who forgot an oath, and with House Stark, the North will follow.
Lord Boros Baratheon will need to be reminded of his father's promises. What news from Driftmark?
Lord Corlys sails for Dragonstone.
To declare for his queen.
Really?
The Velaryon fleet is in my husband's yoke.
We shall pray for both you and your husband's support, just as we prayed nightly for the Sea Snake's return to good health. There's no port on the narrow sea would dare to make an enemy of the Velaryon fleet.
Pray forgive my bluntness, Your Grace, but talk of men is moot. Your cause owns a power that has not been seen in this world since the days of old Valyria.
The Greens have dragons.
They have 3 adults, by my count. We have Syrax, Caraxes, and Meleys. Your sons have Virmax, Arax, and Tyraxes. Baela has Moondancer.
Daemon, none of our dragons have been to war.
Dragonstone has 13 to their 4. I also have a score of eggs incubating in the Dragon Mound. Now, we need a place to gather.
Grace, a ship has been sighted offshore. A lone galleon flying a banner of a 3-headed green dragon.
Alert the watchtowers, sight the skies.
Here comes the boom. I want to see Rhaenyra take the actual Iron Throne, because right now I'm not like, I want to see her take the throne.
I've been directed to deliver her message only to Princess Rhaenyra. Where is the princess?
She just gonna pull up on Dragonback? Okay.
Princess Rhaenyra.
Yes, with the disrespect.
Queen Rhaenyra now. And you all are traitors to the realm.
In his wisdom and desire for peace, is offering terms. Acknowledge Aegon as king and swear obeisance before the Iron Throne. Viserys as his cupbearer. Finally, the king in his good grace will pardon any knight or lord who conspired against his ascent.
I would rather feed my sons to the dragons than have them carry shields and cups. For your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Every symbol of legitimacy belongs to him. And then there is Stark, Tully, Baratheon, houses that have also received and are at present considering generous terms from their king. The succession changed the day your father sired a son. I only regret that you and he were the last to see the truth of it.
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor.
You know what's funny? That's the most womanly thing to do. The way how it looked, it just didn't look right. It just seems like somebody who's just like fed up. Just get this shit out of here. But also in contrast to what I was saying earlier, it's just like it means nothing. Cause just like how that don't mean nothing to you, and you taking off his pin, he could take your crown off and throw it away because it doesn't mean nothing either. The crown doesn't mean nothing unless you're sitting on that throne in King's Landing and everybody acknowledge you as to be the queen. You and your little buddies over here in in Dragonstone is not gonna cut it at this point. At this point, they're majority. If y'all gonna wage war, wage war. The real situation, the real recognition, right? The real recognition that happens, it happens in King's Landing. If you're not queen there, you can't be, you're not acknowledged as queen anywhere else.
Grand Maester.
What is this?
Queen Alicent has not forgotten the love you once had for each other.
Oh, the page she tore out in
Blood
episode
may be
1.
spilled, the realm can carry on in peace. Queen Alicent eagerly awaits your answer.
She can have her answer now, stuffed in her father's mouth along with his withered cock. Let's end this mummer's farm.
No. King's Landing will have my answer on the morrow.
She's still gonna go for war, man.
I do not wish to rule over a kingdom of ash and bone.
Are you considering the High Tower's terms, Your Grace?
Ensuring peace and unity, or that I sit the Iron Throne no matter the cost.
That's your father talking.
My father's dead, and he chose me as his successor. To defend the realm, not cast it headlong into war.
Well, the enemy have declared war. What are you going to do about it?
Clear the room.
Ouch. Things are getting spicy, guys.
Does the promise of war excite you?
You cannot bend the knee to the High Towers. They stole your birthright.
If you could take the Iron Throne without putting Otto Hightower's head on a spike, would you?
Are you not angry?
Well, I should declare war because I'm angry.
No.
You know my oath reaches beyond our personal ambitions. A song of ice and fire.
He doesn't know about it.
Coming war against the darkness in the north, a conqueror's dream. Viserys shared it with me when he named me heir.
My brother was a slave to his omens and portents.
Yeah, y'all still, this the dude y'all like. This is him. I'm telling you, this dude, not a good dude. This man is ridiculous.
I never told you.
He never did, because only the heirs, he gets passed down.
Your brother is also dead. He stood before the king and denounced Laenor's sons as illegitimate. Daemon took his head for it.
Heedless ambition has always been a Velaryon weakness.
Jace, Luke, and Joff are claimants to the throne. Those boys will not be safe so long as Aegon is king.
Rhaenyra was complicit in our son's death. That girl destroys everything she touches.
That girl is holding the realm together at present. Every man standing round the painted table urges her to plunge the realm into war. Rhaenyra is the only one who's demonstrated restraint.
Your declared allies?
Yes.
Too few to win a war for the throne.
Well, we would also hope to have the support of houses Arryn, Baratheon, and Stark.
Hope is the fool's ally.
Both Arryn and Baratheon share blood with my house.
Your father's realm was one of justice and honor. Our houses are bound by common blood and common cause. This Hightower treason cannot stand. You have the full support of our fleet and house. Your Grace.
Okay. God House Velaryon.
If war's first stroke is to fall, it will not be by my hand.
You do not mean to act.
Taking caution does not mean standing fast. I wish to know who my allies are before I send them to war.
Consequence of my near demise in the Stepstones is that we now control them. I took care to fully garrison the territory this time. A total blockade of the shipping lanes will be in place in days, if not already. If we further seal the gullet, we can cut off all seaborne travel and trade to King's Landing.
Starve
I
them.
should take Maelys and patrol the gullet myself.
Surround King's Landing. Lay siege to the Red Keep and force the Green's surrender.
If we're to have enough swords to surround King's Landing, we must first secure the support of Winterfell, the Eyrie, and Storm's End.
We should bear those messages. Dragons can fly faster than ravens, and they're more convincing.
We're making
Prince is
moves.
right,
We're making moves. We're making moves. I'm here for it.
Prince Lucerys will fly south to Storm's End and treat with Lord Boros Baratheon. We must remind these lords of the oaths they swore. And the cost of breaking them.
I'm gonna pull up with dragons. Otto did mention that those people already have offers. So
If you take this errand, you go as messengers, not as warriors. You must take no part in any fighting. Lord Boros is an eternally proud man. You'll be honored to host a prince of the realm. I expect you will receive a very warm welcome.
Yes, Mom.
Hope so. I love how nobody seems frightened when these dragons pull up. It's just like, it's just a Targaryen. Oh, hell nah. Vhagar is here. That means Aemond is here. Bruh. Yo, turn back. Decides. Shit.
I brought you a message from my mother, the Queen.
Which is it? King or Queen? The House of the Dragon does not seem to know who rules it.
This is a problem. A huge problem, bro. My dude, you should. The minute I saw Rhaegar, I would have turned back. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm out.
Remind me of my father's oath. King Aegon at least came with an offer. My swords and banners for a marriage pact. I do as your mother bids. Which one of my daughters will you wed? Boy?
I'm already betrothed.
Nothing to offer. Just remember your
Go on,
oath.
pup. And tell your mother that the Lord of Storm's End is not some dog that she can whistle up at need to set against her foes.
Wait!
Jesus. Oh,
My
God.
lord strong.
My lord strong.
That you could just fly about the realm, trying to steal my brother's throne at no cost.
I came as a messenger, not a warrior.
Fight would be little challenge. I want you to put out your eye.
That man got a, what is that, a sapphire?
For mine.
What is that,
One will
emerald?
serve. Plan to make a gift of it to my mother.
Give me your eye, or I will take it, boss!
Not in my hall! The boy came as an envoy. I'll not have blood shed beneath my roof.
Lucky. Is Daemon gonna chase him down? Oh, why are they focused on this so much? Bruh, I think he's gonna get chased down, bruh. That's why they're focused on this so much. Or he's gonna fall off of his dragon. Doesn't even seem even for it. This dragon is, it's like flying blind right now. Yo, bruh, Vigor is like 5 times the size of his dragon, man. You gotta go up, can't go through. So Arx decided that he's gonna take a shot. Arx decided to take a shot at Vhagar. Vhagar's like, yo, we ain't take. Yo, Daemon, he knows that. Hey, bruh, swallow them whole. Well, if she ain't got no fury before, she's definitely coming now. She's not gonna sit back and wait to act anymore. Oh, it's on now. Rhaenyra is coming. It's over. That is the face of a woman who's gonna kill everything. Okay? And I can't blame her. I can't blame her, dude. That is the face of someone who's going to destroy everything. It's scorched earth, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. 10 weeks. 10 weeks of absolute greatness. 10 weeks of greatness, man. I don't even know where to start. I want to do a season 1 review, but I also want to talk about this episode in particular because they did an excellent job with it. Right? They did an excellent job with it. It's definitely one of the best episodes of the season. Definitely. Especially finally, after years, getting to see dragons fight again. Really wasn't a fight. It was. That was just an annihilation. That was just like, bro, do you know who I am? It's just like, you just gonna spit fire in my face? Bruh, I'm 10 times the size of you. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing about it is, like, it's a mistake, because it's a mistake on Aemon's part, because Aemon is probably going to blame himself, because this is not what he wanted. He didn't want Vhagar to do what he did. You know, he didn't want Vhagar to do this, didn't want her to do this. It was just, you know, they stopped listening to their master. Now, I don't know if that's how it went down in the books. I don't know if, or maybe they just play it like this. You know what I'm saying? But either way, this was an absolutely incredible episode of TV. So, of course, rest of the episode was a lot of the stuff was kind of expected. You know, what I expected to see in this final episode was, you know, them preparing, you know, her getting the news about what's happening in King's Landing, that Aegon was crowned king, and, you know, Daemon on cue, ready to go as always. You know what I'm saying? Ride for his woman. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't share the same philosophy as Viserys has in trying to keep peace. He wants to rule through fear. It's like, why do we have dragons and we're bowing to people, or, you know, we're, you know, conceding to anything? We have dragons. That's just his philosophy. Is just, yo, let's just show them we have dragons. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they will cower and bow, you know. So it's like, oh, we got this many dragons. They, you know, we have unclaimed dragons. We, you know, I did not like the scene, and that's the reason why I pointed out. I was like, this is the guy that you guys like. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, I've liked the character. I've liked the character Daemon, but there's just certain things about him that is very gray, that you can't really put your finger on it. It's like there's a part of him that you're just like, I don't know if I fuck with you too heavy. You know what I'm saying? So it was like kind of like a waiting game to you know, for you to kind of see who he really is. You know what I mean? So for me, when I look at this from the standpoint of what they could possibly do in season 2 upcoming, season 2 is gonna be nuts if this is out here ending season 1. Well, this is out here ending season 1, right? Season 2 is gonna be nuts. So of course Otto came, delivered the news, you know, essentially made them an offer. It's like, yo, you know, a lot of people don't want to talk about the obvious, because it's like, oh, Rhaenyra is his daughter. He promised it to her. He promised her the throne. But y'all are forgetting that essentially the minute that Viserys had a son through Alicent, that by tradition, that became moot. It became moot. But because everybody's just so on the Rhaenyra train, everybody's just like, oh, it's Rhaenyra's throne and blah blah blah, it's her right because he named her heir. That stuff can change. It can change because of certain things. Now, I'm not gonna say that she doesn't deserve it, because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, Viserys promised her that I will never change you to be the heir, change the heir from you, or take the Iron Throne from you because I have a son, right? He promised her this, which I don't think he should have done, but that's me. That's my opinion of the entire situation. You get what I'm saying? This is not children inheriting a business here. You know what I'm saying? This is some life and death kind of situation, the burden of it all, and also in the sense of tradition and who people recognize. I will acknowledge this as well. She was named and it was never taken. She was supposed to become queen, so give her what you know is her right, because that is her right. It's written. She you know what I'm saying, a lot of people swear fealty to her, so give her what belongs to her. So I'm riding for her on that point. Is like, give her what is owed to her. That's hers, because King Viserys is essentially died. But there's also the misconstruing of Viserys' word from Alicent, hearing what, you know what I'm saying. There's also that as well, and she was doing this out of, you know what I'm saying, heartfelt. She didn't even want Rhaenyra to be hurt, or to, you know, for them to run up in there with swords and try to take Dragonstone and take her out. And, you know, as much as Otto wanted to do that, Alicent was against that. Absolutely, she was against it. So when it comes on to the succession situation, it's a very touchy subject. It's a touchy subject because it's like, She wasn't supposed to be named heir in the first place at the beginning. The minute Viserys added heir that was a son, he was supposed to be named heir. It's just how the tradition works, how the succession works, right? Even though it was Rhaenyra, but he refused to do it because Rhaenyra whined. Literally, that's what she did. She whined about it, and Viserys is she got her way. Viserys is like, oh, you're my only daughter, forget and all of this other stuff, right? But it is what it is. I've come around to accept it. You know what? She would make a great queen. I've said that in the beginning, that I believe that she would make a great queen. You know, and I feel like that didn't change for me throughout the course. I still felt like she would have made a great queen, but also there's the dilemma of how succession worked. He essentially broke the law of succession to keep his daughter as the heir, right? So either way, in this episode with Daemon, right, even, you know, and I will elaborate on this as well when it comes on to what's her name, not what's her name, what's the dude's name, Eric, whatever his name is, that came and brought the crown. And I was like, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. I can sit here and say I'm king all day. Does it make me a king if I'm not actually recognized as the king? Like, it's meaningless. It's meaningless. You're not actually a king, right? I could tell you I'm a king all day. The only castle I'm a king of is this house. It doesn't go beyond that. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I was saying that, I know some people are probably going to be upset at me saying that, but at the same time, as I don't really care, is the fact that it's really meaningless. In the world of Game of Thrones, it's meaningless unless you're sitting on the Iron Throne, whether you're taking it by force or whether you succeeded naturally, right? It doesn't mean anything if you're off on some other island somewhere saying that you're a queen and you're gonna take back the throne. All of that stuff is meaningless until you actually take the throne. So she considered the offer from Otto and Alicent, right? From Aegon, the real king, right? As much as we hate to say that Aegon is king, that is what he is. Rhaenyra is not recognized as the queen only by a few, right? She's only recognized as the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms by a few, right? For the people who decided to take her side, right? But in terms of the overall picture, Aegon is king. There's no denying that. He's the real dude. As much as I don't like the fact that he is king because he's not fit to be king, he is the king, right? So she took it into consideration. She's like, I don't want to rush to war, right? I didn't like the fact, as I said, that Daemon tried to choke her out and she literally did nothing. But you know what I'm saying, she didn't even try to take his arm off of her or nothing, at least not that I saw. But at the end of the day, I didn't like to see that because, you know, as I said, that's the real Daemon that I've been waiting to see if he had that in him. You know what I'm saying? Not a good thing. It's a very bad part of him that I knew was there, but I was just waiting for it to happen, for him to show me that part of him, because there is a bad part of Daemon. As much as he, you know, I saw it a little bit when he killed his wife for absolutely no reason. Just went there and just killed her off because everybody's, the guy is just, he's unhinged, but then he plays it off like I'm not really unhinged. You know what I'm saying? So it's very hard. That's why I said he kind of operates in this gray area that is, he's a very hard character to figure out, like what he's going to do in the moment. You know what I'm saying? He laughs at certain things and giggles. He's just a very complex character. Could sum that up as well. So overall, man, want to talk about the final scene. their, like, the final, I believe it's like the final 10 minutes of the episode, right, with Jacaerys going to, I think that is Storm's End, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's Storm's End, but the Baratheons are at, right? And he went there. My advice would be this: the minute Jacaerys pulled up and he saw that Aemond was there, he should have left. He should have left and said, you know what, let's just call it, and be like, yo, the Baratheons are just not gonna be on our side. I'm not about to be here by myself with Aemond and Vhagar, okay? And I think, you know, as I said, I give him a lot of props for still going in there and delivering the message, because maybe he felt like he would have been protected by the Baratheons and they won't let Aemond do anything. But also, if stuff happen other than that, but then again, maybe the beginning of season 2 will be them attacking Storm's End. I don't know, because as I said, I don't know the history. I haven't read the books. I have no clue. Okay, but you know, it's weird because the Targaryens, the dragons usually listen to them. I didn't know that they disobey like that. Like, that was very new to me. I didn't know that they disobey like that. Like, Aemond is there trying to tell her to obey, because I know it's a woman dragon, right? Tell Rhaegar to obey him, and she completely disregarded that and was like, yo, don't go after them. And she's like, nah, bruh, he spit fire in my face, or he going down. Didn't even decide to use fire against just ate the drag Eric's whole, bruh. Just took her in house, one big chomp, and Viserys gone with Eric's as well. Of course, you saw the final scene of Daemon delivering the news to Rhaenyra, and then we saw her face. And as I said, that's the face of a woman that's going to destroy everything. To if she didn't want war before, well, she wants war now. Okay, she wants war now. So I would be definitely looking forward to this season 2. I don't know when it's coming out, probably next year, same time in August. I guess we will see how that turns out, if there's going to be a 2-year break. I don't know, but it's going to be exciting to see. So season 1 definitely gets a 9.9 out of 10 from me. I'm looking forward to the next one. As I said, man, episode 9, you know, I know that some people enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed the episode as well, but not as much as I enjoyed the previous 8 and then 10, right? So that's why I kind of dropped a little bit of point there, just a 0.1 that I take off for episode 9, and I talked about the reasons for it in episode 9 review, but you know, it is what it is. But in any case, guys, this was a brilliant season of TV, man. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any better than this. House of the Dragon, definitely they up the ante. Might be even better than Game of Thrones, in my opinion. Might be, you know what I'm saying? It's yet to be seen though, once they get to even better stuff and stuff like that. Once the show is completed, I can weigh it against the original Game of Thrones and see if, you know what I'm saying, if it's a better show. I think they definitely up the ante. I think they definitely recognize what they're doing here, and they're gonna keep doing what they do best. Maybe they'll get an even bigger budget, because God knows what this budget is like for these episodes. My God, the special effects has been insane. I think the dragons for Game of Thrones look good. These dragons look excellent, dude. Like, it's like bringing fantasy to like in real life. Like when these dragons land, I feel like they landed in my backyard. It just feels that real, so immersive when you're looking at these creatures that you know don't exist, and they just feel so real. They make them look so real. The wetness, everything they do about the special effects just make make it look so good. So shout out to the special effects team, man. They did an excellent job throughout the season, especially on the dragon, other stuff as well, especially with the makeup team for Viserys when he got old and older as the show progressed until he died. That was excellent work as well. Now it's time for you guys to go to the comment section and tell me how you feel based on whatever I said. Okay, you can agree, you can disagree, it's okay, man. I don't take none of that stuff personally. You know, fire off, do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, it's all in good fun, right? We can agree to disagree, that's all good. You might have a different opinion than mine, that's all good. All you gotta do is just don't call me names, okay? Don't call me names. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing good about that. I don't call you guys names. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you guys have a bad take in the comment section, I don't reply with, you know what I'm saying, you guys are idiots or anything like that. I just reply to it, you know what I mean, and tell you what my opinion is off it, or what my take is on that. Just, if you stay away from the name calling, your comment won't be deleted. When it comes on to name calling, that's just proof that you're not intelligent enough to express yourself properly. That's all name calling is, right? So just don't do that. Express yourself however you want to express yourself in your disagreement with whatever I have to say. I've enjoyed all the comments that I saw on all of these videos coming up till now, and I will continue to enjoy them because I haven't found nobody was name calling. I'm not saying that anybody did. I'm just telling you guys, that's how, when people get triggered and stuff like that by something you say, they tend to go that route, as in calling you names and stuff like that. If you do that, your comment is just gonna get deleted. I'm probably not gonna read it, because usually you know what I'm saying, I'm just not gonna read it, because you're not gonna make any sense, because that is just like, okay, delete. All right, so you know, do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. It was a great season. Let me know what you think in the comment section, as always, man. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to do your duty. All right, House of the Dragon, man. I will see you guys hopefully next year for some more House of the Dragon, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for an incredible season. Thank you for all the people that subbed for House of the Dragon. I appreciate y'all, man. Gratitude is never enough. I will catch you guys later, man.